Good morning, dear friends. Myself Sunil Sonigra, and today we are going to discuss about the solution of GTU examination question paper in the subject of mechanical drafting. The examination is January 2012. Previously we discussed few solutions of the problems from question number 1 and question number 2, and today we will continue with question number 3b. The data of question number 3b is given like this. A cone having base diameter 60 mm and axis 80 mm long is standing on its circular base on horizontal plane. A sectional plane making an angle of 45 degree with horizontal plane and passes through the midpoint of the axis is cutting this cone. Draw its front view and sectional top view. Here a cone is given, diameter and height are given to us. It is resting on its circular base on horizontal plane. Hence, as the first line indicates, its top view would be a circle of diameter 60 mm and its front view will be a triangle with height is equal to 80 mm and diameter or width is equal to 60 mm. So these three lines could be drawn just by drawing a triangle and a circle. After that, in data it is given that a sectional plane making an angle of 45 degree with horizontal plane passes through the midpoint of the axis and it cuts the cone or bisects the cone. So in front view, the cutting plane would appear as a line which makes an angle of 45 degree with XY line. So the cutting plane would be a line which is drawn from the midpoint of the axis, that means a point at a distance of 40 mm from base, and the line that will make an angle of 45 degree with XY line. So given case is like this. This is a cone. It is cut with the plane which makes an angle of 45 degree with XY line and it bisects the axis of the cone. We have to draw front view and a top view of this given case. So for that, you can see these are the front view and top view of given case. If you look from top side, this cone would appear as this in top view and this like this in front view. If you look from this direction, its front view would appear like this. Here we have to draw the projections, front view and the sectional top view. In sectional top view, it would appear like this, a slight elliptical. So how to draw this? So for that, let first we draw an XY line which represents the intersection of horizontal plane and vertical plane, and a circle of diameter 60 mm below XY line, because in a top view the cone will appear as a circle as is shown over here. So diameter of this circle is 60 mm. Insert the diameter phi 60 as the parameter diameter is shown by phi symbol. Phi 60 represents that the parameter represents the diameter. After that, draw its axis, vertical axis and horizontal axis. Then after, from these two end points, draw projection lines like this. These two projection lines will cut XY line at 2 points, and from those 2 points draw a triangle such that its height is equal to 80 mm like this. So on this axis, put a point over here which is at a distance of 80 mm from XY line. After drawing this triangle, here this view shows first three lines of given problem. This line, a cone having base diameter 60 mm and axis 80 mm long is standing on its circular base on horizontal plane. Now second line, a sectional plane making an angle of 45 degree with HP passes through the midpoint of the axis. So we have to find out midpoint of this axis, and from that midpoint draw a line which makes an angle of 45 degree. This angle is 45 degree with XY line. So this is the given cutting plane. Now to draw its sectional top view, let me divide this cone into equal number of parts. So I have divided here the cone or circle into 8 equal parts. and these equal lines represents the imaginary generator over this cone. Name the endpoints. Point number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So 8 imaginary generators are there over given cone, and from these generators, this is apex point O and here is apex point O dash. From these generators, draw vertical lines that will cut this cone base over here, and from that over here from 4.4 and 6, and from here draw these generators. So these two lines represents the imaginary generators in front view, and these lines represents imaginary generators in top view. After drawing these generators, let me pick up the points of intersection between cutting plane and cone generators. You can see here, this is one point. If we look from here, find out the point of intersection between the generator and cutting plane. So this is the generator, that is O1 or O dash 1 dash, and this is the cutting plane, both intersect at this point. So from this point, draw a vertical line, and this vertical line will cut O1, a imaginary generator, in top view at one point. So this is our first point, that is P1. Now find out another point, the intersection of generator O dash 2 dash, here is O dash, here is 2 dash, and this cutting plane line. So this point is the intersection between cutting plane and generator. So from this point, draw a vertical line like this, and that vertical line will cut O2 at this point. So this is point number P2. Now from here, this is a generator O4. From that, the intersection point between O4 and cutting plane is this point. So from this point, draw straight vertical line that will cut O4 at this point. Similarly over here, one point is here. So from this point, that is on O dash 5 dash, intersection of O dash 5 dash and this cutting plane is one point, this point. From this point, draw a vertical line that will cut O5 at one point. So this is the point. Similarly, vertical lines from all other points, we can find out this is the point O6. Here O dash 6 dash is there. So vertical line from here that will cut O6 at this point, and O7 and O8. This is O8, that point is here. So we have located these points of intersection in top view. Now we worry about the generator O dash 3 dash and O dash 7 dash, or O3 and O7. How to find out the position of point P on O3 and O7? So for that, let me project the point of intersection to its true length. Here, this is a cutting plane, this is the axis, so intersectional point is here. So from this point, draw a horizontal line like this. It means what we have done, we have transferred this point to true length, as this length represent the true length of the generator. So from here, draw a horizontal line like this, and from here, draw a vertical line, and that will cut O1 at one point over here, and from that, draw an arc on both the side, on O7 and on O3 as well. So we have located 2 points. What we have done here, let me repeat that. Find out point of intersection between cutting plane and axis. This is the point. From that point, draw a horizontal line like this, or transfer this point to its true length. From that, draw a vertical line, and that will cut O1 at one point. Take O as a center, O to this point as a radius. Draw an arc on both the side. On O7, here is the point, and on O3, here is the point. So we have put position of all these points and join all these points with a smooth curve like this. It would appear as a irregular ellipse, and then trim the middle portion or erase this portion and draw section lines like this. So this is sectional top view, because section lines are drawn because this portion is cut. So if this uppermost portion is removed, is cut portion, so this portion should be lightened as light as possible, and here section line should be drawn and no any lines should be drawn below this section line. Insert the names of view. This is a sectional top view and this is front view. Now think about this condition. Here this is front view, this is top view, and this curve is an irregular ellipse which is drawn over here. In examination, this question is asked for 4 marks. So 2 marks for front view, 2 marks for sectional top view, and if this cutting plane, this sectional is not drawn, you may lose 2 marks. Insert the dimensions wherever necessary, 80 mm and 60 mm. Write the name of views and here insert the angle is 45 degree. And to show that this is the midpoint of the axis, you can insert dimension over here, that is 40 mm also. I hope the problem is clear to all of you. Now we continue with the next problem. Question number 3C, which is asked for 2 marks. Draw the true shape of the section for above question 3B. What we had drawn earlier, in the same question, that is 3B, we have to draw true shape of the section. So for that, what should we do? So here you should take care about whole question paper. First, whenever you draw any problem, before that you read all the datas of subsequent questions, because here as the true shape is needed to be drawn, we have to draw the question answer number 3B in such a way that there should be space to draw true shape of the section like this. So this is the problem which we drawn earlier. Now we have to draw true shape of the section. So for that, let me find out the points of intersection. So these are the points. Here point P1 is there, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6, P7 and P8. This we did in previous problem. Here to draw true shape, if you want to see this elliptical shape, we have to look from this direction. The direction which is perpendicular to this cutting plane. If we look from that direction, its true shape would appear. Hence, to see this view from here, let me draw lines from this point like this. Suppose we pick up this point P5. So from P5, draw a line which makes an angle of 90 degree with cutting plane. So this is the line. Angle between this line and this line is 90 degree. And measure this distance. The distance of this point in a top view means distance between this point, that is P5 and XY line. Measure this distance and put it over here. So this is point number P5. Similarly, for this point, say point number P4 and P6, draw a line from here, from this point like this. Measure distance from XY line to point 4 or P4. Here is point P4. Measure distance between XY line and P4 and locate it over here. Transfer it over here. Now from this point, draw a line from this point at an angle of 90 degree with this cutting plane and put this point over here, which is at a distance between, measure this distance between XY line and this point. This is point P3. So put this distance over here, measure this distance, put this point as the center, draw an arc over here, locate this point. Now to draw another true point, from this point draw again the line which makes an angle of 90 degree with this inclined line and measure the distance of this point, that is point number P2 from XY line. So measure the distance XY line to P2, put over here a point, and from this point at a distance from XY line to P2 locate a point. Similarly, to find out the point of position of point P1, from this point draw a line like this which makes an angle of 90 degree with this cutting plane and measure the distance of point P1. This is point P1 from XY line. Measure this distance, transfer it over here. So this is point P1. Similarly, for point number P8, what should we do? Yes, measure the distance between XY line and P8 and transfer it to over here. For P7, measure the distance between XY line and P7. From this point, transfer it to over here. This is point P7. And for P6, again, measure distance between XY line to P6. and from this point draw a line. It will cut P6 over here. So this is point P6, and these are all these points represents true shape of given section. So join all these points with a smooth curve like this. It will appear as ellipse, and draw section lines like this. These are the section lines, and these section lines should be drawn such that this line makes an angle of 45 degree with this inclined line. This inclined line makes an angle of 45 degree with XY line. Hence, these lines, section lines drawn in true shape, will be either straight vertical line or straight horizontal line. So this is true shape of the section. Here you should take care about the direction or angle of these section lines. All section lines should be equidistant from each other. Just to draw this true shape, 2 marks are given. So this, if you write answer of 3C, you can draw here true shape. So these two represents the answer of 3B, and these represent answer of 3C. So combined together, 4 plus 2, 6 marks are there of this given diagram. Now next question. Question number 3A, asked for 8 marks. A cone having base diameter 50 mm and height 60 mm is resting on horizontal plane. It is penetrated by a vertical cylinder of 30 mm diameter. The axis of the two solids is 7 mm apart. Here two solids are given to us, and x distance between both solids axis is 7 mm and parallel. The plane containing two axes is parallel to vertical plane. Draw the projections showing curves of intersection. So here cone is given, diameter and height are given to us. It is resting on horizontal plane, and it is penetrated by a vertical cylinder. So front view and top view would be of the given cone would be triangle and circle respectively. After drawing front view and top view of given cone, we have to draw a vertical cylinder. So for this vertical cylinder, its top view would be circle, its front view would be